Witness the colossal boxing showdown nobody expected, live on Netflix. International superstar Jake Paul, the sport's most watched fighter, takes on Britain's two-time unified heavyweight world champion and Olympic gold medalist, Anthony A.J. Joshua, in the most dangerous and defining matchup of their careers. This is Judgment Day. Watch Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, Friday, December 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on Netflix.
When evaluating potential hires for your small business, it's essential you look beyond resumes. Sure, a candidate may appear impressive on paper, but understanding the person is crucial. LinkedIn, the world's largest professional network, provides a complete view of your candidate's skills, experiences, and interests. With LinkedIn's up-to-date data, you can be confident that you really know who you're hiring. Post your free job at linkedin.com/achieve. That's linkedin.com/achieve. Terms and conditions apply.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, a holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
The home stretch of the season is upon us for the Eagles. We just got to tell them, take us there, Skip. Take us to the promised land. Welcome to Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is. Cover news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, jointly here on the Eagles Pinpoll Podcast Network and, of course, the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Guys, whichever platform you're watching on, wherever you're listening or watching the video of this, make sure you like, you follow or subscribe, and you share this out with all your friends and family, whether it's the Pinpoll Podcast Network or the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Dude, we're jam-packing loads of great sports content and Eagle content on both these great platforms, and you need to be following them. And make sure you tune in live Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. for 90-plus minutes of live sports talk on the STT Sports Network, covering everything that's trending in Philadelphia sports, whether it's Eagles-related, Phillies-related, Sixers, Flyers, Union, you name it, we cover it. Guys, it's, Wednesday was practice. They got back to work, the Eagles, and we're in the home stretch, right? There's 3 games left. We need one win to clinch the division for the first time back-to-back in over 20 years. The NFC East has been one of the hardest divisions to stay consistently good in for over 2 decades. And we're win away from that ending. From us being 2 years makes us kind of like a destiny or a dynasty, so to speak, in NFC East terms. So they're back to work on Wednesday. They got back on the practice field, and I want to go over the practice report and some other things that Vic Fangio had to say before practice. First and foremost, obviously the practice report, Jalen Carter and Lane Johnson were not participants. Neither expected back yet from their injury. Jalen Carter, maybe by the end of the season, maybe by the playoffs. Lane Johnson is expected back next week, but if they win this week, I might hold him out. Landon Dickerson and Fred Johnson both did not participate, which concerns me that 3/5 of your offensive line is not playing well. 2/5 of them, and then Lane Johnson, 1/3 of your top 6 offensive linemen, not practicing. That is a concern to me, that Fred Johnson and Landon Dickerson, but they both expect to play on Saturday at 5 o'clock when the Eagles kick off against the Commanders. Cameron Ledoux, the fullback, did not participate with a stinger. Saquon Barkley, Zach Bond, Tank Bigsby, Jalen Phillips, and Cam Williams all were full participants, and not even on the list is our leader, Skip, Jalen Hurts, who obviously scared Eagles Nation with a tough hit in last week's game when he got bent backwards against the Raiders on Sunday. And obviously we had some concerns about that knee and ankle. Him being a full participant yesterday and today in practice, huge sign going forward that he is good to go. On Trending in the AM on Thursday, I'm going to be talking about, are you buying or selling the Eagles as really true contenders? And I think it's an interesting question. And I'm spending this week a lot talking about the defense. And while the offense needs to continue to get better, and we saw glimpses of hope against the Raiders, and even the week before that against the Chargers in a loss, this season definitely seems to hinge on the defense continuing to get better and to continuing to become the elite defense in football. And Vic Fangio spoke before Wednesday's practice, and I've got some notes on this that I want to touch on. These are in no particular order. Scrambling quarterbacks. And we're going to be facing scrambling quarterbacks the last 3 weeks of the season. Marcus Mariota twice and Josh Allen. And Vic Fangio spoke about how it's important to pass rush as a unit, not as an individual, not to allow, quarterbacks to have seams to scramble. Now, Vic Fangio hasn't really often put a quote-unquote spy back there, but Marcus Mariota can beat you with his legs. We know Marcus Mariota is not a new thing, not an unknown commodity. We know what he is. He's a very average quarterback at best. He's a backup quarterback at best, but he can beat you with his legs, and we can't allow that to happen. And that has been one of the few weak spots we haven't seen this Eagles team get better at. Now, the Eagles' run defense this year is ranked 19th in football. They're giving up over 120 yards a game on the ground, but a big chunk of that, a good percentage of that, is yards we've given up to running quarterbacks. So we've got to be better there. And the next 3 weeks is a great opportunity for the Eagles to show that they're improving even in that aspect of the game. Also, Brandon Graham, he was asked about him playing defensive tackle and the interior part of the line. And Vic Fangio was very honest about how he'll probably slide back outside a little bit when Jalen Carter comes back. But the work he's been putting in to be in the interior, he's going to stay on the interior a little bit come playoff time and come later in this season. Zach Bond, he praised, and I've talked about Zach Bond this year. People don't realize how good Zach Bond has been. I already said it. He's the only player in the NFL this year with over 100 tackles, more than 3.5 sacks, and more than 2 takeaways. He really complimented him that basically he went back to late last year when Nakobe Dean got hurt and having to take on a bigger role with the green dot. So he kept highlighting the evolution of Zach Bond and how he's getting better. He also brought up Nolan Smith. He is no longer in a pitch count. Last week against the Raiders, he was third out of the top 3 defensive ends, edge rushers in snaps. Jalen Phillips at 30 snaps, Jelix Hunt at 26, and Nolan Smith at 25. So expect Nolan Smith to be on the field a little bit more. It's funny. I'm thinking about this. To start the year, we had Josh Uche, Azeez Ojulari, Jelix Hunt, and Nolan Smith. They were our top 4 edge rushers. Now we've got still Jelix Hunt and Nolan Smith, but we've got Jalen Phillips and Brandon Graham, and we're mixing in Patrick Johnson at times. The depth of our defense line. Josh Uche is not even active every week. We were hyping him up early in the season. He's not even active on game days now. The defensive line depth has just gone up massively. He also mentioned Andrew Makuba probably won't be back anytime soon. He is eligible to come off of IR next week, but he doesn't expect him to be activated. So I don't know if that's because he's not healing right or because Marcus Epps is proving his value as a veteran safety, and actually having that veteran safety back there is actually making Reed Blankenship's job that much easier as well. 2 not directly related notes with the Eagles. Max Crosby was talking on a podcast earlier this week, and I just caught it a few minutes ago, talking about how much he likes cities with substance. And he's describing Philly and how passionate the fans are and how you can feel the energy from the fans. That's key because Max Crosby is a free agent at the end of the season. I want to keep Jalen Phillips, obviously, who's a free agent. But Max Crosby certain players out there, certain big-name players are starting to see that vibe come from Philly in this defense and want to be a part of it. Tua, quarterback, Miami Dolphins, has been officially benched for 7th-round rookie Quinn Ewers. It's substance for two reasons. One, because now people think that Tua should be Jalen's backup next year. No. It's relevant because a lot of Eagles fans want Mike McDaniels to be our OC next year and he might get fired. No. I bring it up because he's the first of the Big Five to get benched. The Big Five being the top 5 quarterbacks who drafted in 2020. Obviously, Joe Burrow taken with the first pick. Tua was the second quarterback taken in 2020 with the 5th pick. You had Justin Herbert with the 6th, Jordan Love at 26, and then obviously Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round at pick 53. And I'm here just to close the show and remind everybody that only one of those first 5 quarterbacks has been into 2 Super Bowls. Only one of those 5 quarterbacks has won a Super Bowl. Only one of those quarterbacks has won a Super Bowl MVP. And that's the guy that's going to be dressed in a white jersey with green pants on Sunday in D.C., playing the Commanders for a chance to win the NFC East for a 2nd year in a row. So I got to say his name? Say his name and he'll appear. Jalen Hurts, that is. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you follow on all platforms, wherever you're hearing this episode of the Eagles Checkdown, Pinpool Podcast Network, or STT Sports Network. Guys, everybody have a great Thursday. Go Birds. Bubbles up.
This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
Finish your fantasy lineup?
No, but I'm joining this paid group chat with insider info.
Dude, seriously? Forward it to me. Security alert from McAfee. That group's as legit as that knockoff jersey you're wearing.
McAfee's scam detector is available in all McAfee plans for as little as $39.99 for your first year. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
Hace 9 años que el Snack Wrap se fue. Así sin explicación, sin despedida. Y tú no lo superaste. Hiciste posts, tweets, hasta abriste grupos en las redes sociales. Y te enfocaste en lograr tu meta, que regresara. Y hoy, después de años de pedirlo, volvió el Snack Wrap. Ordénalo en Ranch o Spicy. Encuentra tu Snack Wrap en tu McDonald's favorito. Para pa pa pa.
In Walmart Sue Newville, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego Flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Newville, East, West, South, and North could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart? Who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
Okay, Chad. Today you're gonna drive the all-electric Toyota BZ.
But my electric vehicle phobia. I'm not ready, Dr. Ross.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. We're inside it.
Try to take deep breaths, okay?
The ventilated seats, they're touching me.
You can do this, Chad. Drive the car. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel cured. Woohoo! I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
The all-electric BZ. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.